Today we're discussing the workhorse of many industries, the rotary screw air compressor in Georgia. They can supply compressed air 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, if necessary. Who needs a rotary screw air compressor and who should avoid them? They are perfect for large and small production facilities, larger garages and workshops, people who need a lot of compressed air. If any of the following applies to you, a reciprocating air compressor would be a better choice if you only need compressed air for hand tools, don't need air continuously, need a compressor for home divided by DIY work, require a compressor for light construction work. How to choose the right capacity and pressure for your new rotary screw air compressor in Georgia. It is very important to buy a compressor that can supply you with enough amounts of compressed air at the right pressure. Unfortunately, many people don't know exactly what they need and end up buying an air compressor that is too large or too small. If you buy a rotary screw compressor, it is usually for one of the following reasons. 1. This is your first air compressor. Check the manuals or spec sheets of your pneumatic equipment. It should tell you the pressure at which the equipment operates and the amount of air it needs. The part that needs the highest pressure dictates the required pressure. Add 1.5 bar to the minimum required pressure to account for pressure drop and load-unload differential of your air compressor. Now, add up the air consumption of all your equipment. This is the capacity of your air compressor. It's a good idea to buy a bigger air compressor, but not too big. Keep in mind that rotary screw air compressors in Georgia don't like standing still. 2. It's a replacement for an old rotary screw compressor. Check the current pressure and capacity of your old compressor. If it was adequate, buy a new compressor of the same pressure and capacity. Take a moment to decide whether it is a good idea to buy a slightly larger compressor to account for future expansion of your business. 3. You now have a reciprocating compressor, but need more capacity. Check the pressure at which your current compressor is set. Don't look at the maximum pressure of your current reciprocating compressor, as this is often much higher than the pressure needed to operate your machinery. If you want to replace the compressor, determine the capacity of your current compressor. Now you know you need a larger compressor than this. How much larger depends on the tools, equipment you added that made your old compressor too small. Also take into account future expansion of your business when determining the right capacity. 4. You already have a rotary screw compressor, but need more capacity. Most of the time, we see people buy the same type or capacity of compressor as the current one. It's a good idea, as it allows you to easily use the two compressors alongside each other and use one as the backup for the other. Another idea is to buy a bigger compressor and use the old one only as an emergency backup. Energy, the single biggest expense. Most people buying an air compressor don't realize that the purchase of the compressor is just the beginning. Over the lifetime of the compressor, the purchase cost is only 10%, another 15% is maintenance and spare parts, and a whopping 75% is energy cost. If you have a choice between two otherwise comparable air compressors, always choose the most energy efficient one, and can save you thousands of dollars per year, and unfortunately, this often goes unnoticed. Need help choosing the right rotary screw air compressor in Georgia for your business? We can help. Call us today and we'll be happy to walk you through the selection process. P.S. Don't forget we also offer engineering services, repairs and replacement parts.